We have some activities completed here yesterday's class. So and today's discussion is about our microorganisms in water here. So how to collect the microorganisms on the water source here. Let I explain here some of the important topics are there in this chapter. Microorganisms chapter is important. Why? Because two parts are there in this chapter, and this is the only chapter in 8th, ninth, 10th classes here. One chapter divided into two parts, part A and part B, and we shall discuss about microorganisms now. So microorganisms, where they are present, first we will discuss about water. In water, how to collect here. You need to visit nearby a small tank, an old tank which is there on the apartment or on the building, or nearby the lake, small pond nearby that. So you need to collect a little amount, say for example 1 spoon of water. Understood? As we are doing microscopic experiment here, microscope experiment, little amount of sample is enough to see maximum results. Understood? So that water you need to bring, and after bringing, what we need to do, we need to take a neat slide, transparent white slide, transparent glass slide will be there, that we need to take. And after that, one drop or two drop of this water sample where you brought from a apartment tank, or your own building tank, or otherwise nearby pond, lake, anything, or now rainy season only, no. So anywhere water will be stored, that stored water also you can bring here only for testing. That sample we need to add on a slide, clean glass slide, and we need to add a sample of that. After that, we need to cover with the help of a cover slip, then focus under microscope. After focusing under microscope, you can see variety of microorganisms which are present in the nearby water. So that you need to note down and compare how the size is there, how that is there. If school starts, then you can do this experiments at your school itself, when one microscope is enough for a class students. Understood? So you can see maximum in the microscope like this, like this, like this microorganisms will be there. So that will be giving you an idea that microorganisms are present even in our local water also. Yes, where there is no microorganisms, everywhere microorganisms are present in this universe. Understood? Wherever water is there, their microorganisms are present here. If you see here, so we will observe fungus. Understood? We will observe fungus. So before observing this fungus here, first thing is that how to find the fungus. Fungus also most important creature here. So what is the fungus here? You can see in case of uh, an old tree in rainy season, small mushroom like structure will be growing, or an old log also, a log fallen down, and on that log also, what will tree stem, I'm saying tree stem, there also you can see that this kind of thing. Understood? Log will be present here, and that is important for your studying of fungus. Understood? So how to collect that? Just you need to visit in rainy season or sometimes in the marshy region, moist region. So fungus growth will be there on the trees or on the stems or on the barks, or on the wet leaves fallen down, there's some mushrooms will be collecting. So that is often that. And you can see in wooden patches also will be there here. So what is that fungus? There are two types of mushrooms are there: good mushroom and bad mushroom. Here good mushrooms can be eaten, bad mushrooms cannot be eaten for nutrition purpose. Understood? Fungus story you have understood now. And we think about another activity here now: bacteria. Observing one bacteria. So we observed about microorganisms by pond water, and microorganism fungi, and now observing bacteria. How to observe that bacteria here? So first thing here, you need to take 3 balls. So listen this question, important. This question is important here, you need to listen. Understood? One, two, three. 3 bowls you have taken. In first bowl, hot milk, very hot milk. And in second bowl, only warm milk. Third bowl, cold milk. Understood? Cold milk, warm milk, and very hot milk. Understood? So that you have taken. And now, what you have done means, uh, you have taken buttermilk, 1 spoon, another spoon, another spoon. So 1 spoon of buttermilk you added in this hot milk, and another spoon you have added in the warm milk, and a last spoon you added in the cold milk. Now you need to answer for the question here, which one will form the curd very fastly? Which one of the sample will form the curd very fastly? Now you need to answer for this question. Answer yourself there only. In which of the bowl will the curd form very faster? Now I am saying the answer here. You hold your own answer, then we will discuss that. Third one here, as cold temperature is there, microorganisms cannot survive in cold temperature. That's why food materials will put in refrigerator. This is for sure. Understood? In cold temperature, microorganisms cannot survive. So we will use refrigerator for storing our food materials. That is confirmed. So no cut formation. Then next, in warm temperature. In warm temperature here, usually it is not too cold, it is not too hot, just warm. Just we can put finger also there. And that warm temperature is mostly liked by the microorganisms. Even for us also, too cool water we cannot drink, too hot water also we cannot drink. Normal water, water we can drink. So this is the reason where microorganism development will be there. So curd formation will be there in the second bowl. That means warm bowl. Why? Microorganisms also like good environment only, like humans. Understood. But what will happens to the hot here? Hot directly when you pour buttermilk. Buttermilk is a mixture of microorganisms, curd microorganisms. They will immediately die. So there is no chance of that. Understood. So that means here in hot it cannot be formed, and in cool also it cannot be formed. Only in case of warm curd will be formed. Can you see here curd formation is there? How neatly the curd has formed here. Curd means here in this completely bacteria only. This completely bacteria. But what type of bacteria? Good bacteria. Remember that. This is belonging to good bacteria. This is not belonging to bad bacteria. Then how to observe this bacteria then? Understood? These kind of usually bacteria are present on our tongue, on inside our mouth, inside the soil, on the trees, on our skin daily, and under our arm, and many places of our body. Even in our eye also microorganism will be there. But we cannot see these all microorganisms. So how to observe this microorganism? Very easy technique is this curd. So what we need to do now? Curd has formed at your home. Little sample you need to take, and you need to take a clean glass slide. After that you need to add little amount of this sample. After adding that you need to add crystal violet blue color, dark blue color will be there. That solution you need to add for this. Then after that it becomes violet color. Then stay for just 1 minute, 30 to 60 seconds you need to stay. After that you need to just wash with water, little water you need to wash. That means if this is a slide, here curd and crystal violet color you have added. Then after 1 minute, just with the water, running water you need to add. Then what will happen? Slowly water will be rushly you must not add fully. You people will add water. How you will add means here, if a tap is there means completely you will open that, and rush of water will be coming here. With that means sample will be spoiled. Understood? But only very few good students are there that who are watching this class. They are not like that. That means they will be adding a drop by drop water on the slide here, such that excess amount of color will be gone outside. And after that what will happen here? Then if we bring our close friend microscope, then that microscope will give us the microorganisms which are present in this curd, this image. Can you see? And this is now called as lactobacillus. Lactobacillus bacterium, which is present in the curd here, and that is important. And this type of microorganisms are seen in case of curd. So don't think that curd is bad. It is very, very, very good. It helps in digestion. Everyone will say helps in digestion. So how it helps in digestion? It will act as a good digester in our stomach. In the stomach, food will be increased its acidic value, and thereby proteins also will be present in that, and very mild proteins, mild very soft proteins are present, and in our intestine also this curd enters and it will loosens the food. If food is very, very thick means here it will act like a loosener. Due to that what will happen? what will happen here? Our food will be digested very fastly. Understood? And then next here, completely we have observed about microorganisms, fungi, and bacteria. This is all for today. Meet you in another class. Have a good day ahead.